1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Good afternoon, or morning, or evening, depending on where you are on the planet Earth. I am Bruce Leonard, of course. It is Wednesday, August the 26th. Thank you for tuning in to another hour of Bruce Leonard Leans left while it's still legal. Still legal today. As far as I know, I feel I'd be remiss not mentioning that we lost Dolly Parton. Now, I will admit, I am not a person who sits around and listens to Dolly Parton. I don't have her in my playlist, which I can't believe. At least Jolene's not in my playlist, which I will add it. But Dolly Parton, I think, is universally recognized as a decent human being, one of the better human beings to ever walk the planet, really. And just as far as a human being goes. Now, she was able to transcend politics and not get into, what's up, crime team? Not get into partisan politics and any of that kind of shit. She was just a decent person. Impossible not to like. And people like her, I must say, are extremely rare in this world, and it's very sad when you lose one. And then Tim Curry died today, which is terrible. And it makes you wonder, like, they always go threes. Who's going to be the third? I don't know, but pretty bad week already, let's say. As far as losing people. And it makes you feel, oh, what's up, Muhammad? Thanks for tuning in. But like I said, I don't sit around and listen to Dolly Parton's music, but she's been prevalent in your life. She's in a bunch of movies. 9 to 5 is one of the funniest fucking movies ever. If you've never seen 9 to 5, I highly recommend it. Oh, it had the late great Dabney Coleman as well. Dabney Coleman is dead too, but he was a great comedic actor in that time period. And 9 to 5 is interesting because it has Dolly Parton, Jane Fonda, and Lily Tomlin, which is all, great actresses. But like I said, she transcended. Dolly was just Dolly Parton, and everyone knows her. Whether you sit around and listen to her music or not, like me, like I said, I don't sit around and listen to Dolly Parton, but she's been around my entire life. She's been famous. I think she was like a teenager when she got famous. So she was famous her whole entire life. She was 80, which means when I was born, she was already famous. It's like she wrote, this is no shit. She wrote Jolene and I Will Always Love You in the same day. For most people, that would be a crowning achievement, either one of those songs. It'd be like, yeah, I wrote that hit song. Like, she wrote 2 legendary hit songs in a day. I don't think that people realize that. They said, or they were talking on the, they said she wrote 3,000 songs. 3,000 songs. That's a lot of fucking songs, man. It's like, that's quite an extensive catalog. And she's like Bruce Springsteen or Prince or where like other people did those songs. Like she sold songs. Some she wrote. She didn't even sing them. Someone else sang them. And Whitney Houston brought back I Will Always Love You. It was a hit twice. She made millions of dollars when Whitney Houston did I Will Always Love You again, which, like I said, when she put it out in the first. Quarantine says the right wins votes based on what people are really like. The left based on what they would like to be. What do you mean by that? Please elaborate. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you? Please elaborate on that point. I don't really understand what you really mean. What they would like to be. Okay, but aren't you supposed to be striving for the world as you would like it to be? Is a general philosophy. I mean, even conservatives, for example, you're still trying to force your view of what you think the world should be, right? Is that the whole point of having a political philosophy? If not, what are you doing? Just jerking off? Yes, LCS. I would just call you LCS. Trump does suck. Yes. Did you see what just happened? The CIA director secretly went to Moscow. What do you think that's about? And then the Kremlin actually confirmed that this meeting happened. But no one will say what they were talking about. So, what do you think? What's his name? John Brennan, he used to run the CIA. He was saying that he was worried that Trump's going to try to trade Ukraine for Russia cooperating with him and Iran, and cutting off Iran, and that in return he would turn his back on Ukraine. And I mean, it's Donald Trump. You think that's beyond the realm of possibility? I don't. He used to be the head of the CIA, not me. So he's privy to a lot more information than I am. I'll tell you that right now. But just looking at it, you're like, oh, what is he doing? Or maybe he's over there warning them, we're really going to sanction. Because like I said, the economic D-Day thing, they didn't do anything. There's not one sanction was actually put down in economic D-Day. Scott Bessent just came out and just basically, what's up, Courtney? How are you? Just came out and threatened. He said, we might do this. We will do this. If you don't, we're going to cut off anybody that does business with Iran. Well, that would be China and Russia. You going to confront them? Because unless you get China to stop buying Iranian oil, you're never gonna completely kill the Iranian regime. And China already told them to fuck off. I don't know if you saw that. China basically said fuck off. Speaking of China, man, I saw that flood today. Oh my God. There was a huge flood on the border of Nepal and China. And a bunch of fucking shit came down from the Himalayas. They said they think it was a ice rock avalanche, and then it came down and blocked the river until the river backed up so much that it broke open. And when it broke open, I mean, I've never seen a flood like this ever. I mean, it just ripped the whole bridge. It just pushed it. I mean, hundreds of people are dead and hundreds more missing, of course. My heart goes out to those people for sure. I've never seen anything like it. But again, what does that go back to? Why are the ice melting at the top of the mountains of the Himalayas? All this shit is related to climate change. Of course, they'll keep saying it's not real, it's not happening. It's like, when are we going to ever come to the realization that it is happening? That's what I want to know. Like, what does it take for people to go, hey, wait a minute, maybe I was wrong. But see, I've learned, but it's from talking to people, that people are gone. Anything, Trey. What are we talking about? Anything that's going on right now. I was talking about that flood, but and how it's related to climate change. But they keep saying it's not real. But like I said, and my question is, what has to happen before people will say? And everything should tell you that the Trumpism especially should tell you that it doesn't matter what happens. Once people are brainwashed and dug in, they're not coming back. And we have millions of people who are brainwashed and dug in, and they ain't coming back. It's a serious problem. People who ignore abject reality. This guy today was trying to tell me that I didn't know anything about economics because I was asking him to explain to me how, the economy is good right now, please, and how a deficit that's higher than the GDP is a good thing. Yes, Trey, crazy conspiracists don't believe in actual facts. Yes, exactly. But there's millions of them. There's millions of them. Like, look at the vaccine thing, right? They're all like, well, you can't take vaccines. And then they stop taking vaccines, and what's happening? Diseases are coming back that were gone. Measles was gone. It's back. 2 people died in Pennsylvania. And then they say, oh, they're old. It's like, well, it doesn't matter. They're old. They died of the fucking measles, which is they should never have died of the measles. The measles is... What's up, Stuart? You finally came in before it was fucking 55 minutes. But my point, tuberculosis, it's not just that. Tuberculosis, it's back. It's and they still won't see the correlation because they're brainwashed and dug in to their belief system, and they're not going to change. It's like these people like Stewart that still thinks Trump is doing a good job. Even like I said, like he cannot provide us any one positive measure. I remember when I asked that guy to name something positive Trump has done. He said, tax write-off depreciation on business vehicles or something like that. Yeah, the world's on fire, but I can write off this car. And like I said, why are they meeting Russia in the middle of, in secret? Well, I mean, they tried to be secret, but these guys are too fucking stupid to keep anything secret. Trey says, why do you think so many people are becoming easily brainwashed by the right? First of all, they have a machine. They have a machine that the left doesn't have. It's a coordinated machine, including with television networks, right? So they got Fox, they got Newsmax. Those are on cable television. They have, and then you go on the internet, they got OAN, they got the Daily Wire, they got the Daily Signal, they got, plus all the Breitbarts and things like that. But here's where it gets different. Plus, they got X and shit, of course. But this is what they do have that the left doesn't have. It's coordinated messaging. When they get up in the morning, they get a fax. I don't know where it comes from. There's some secret fucking place where they decide that today we're going to talk about trans people in the WNBA. And they fucking send that out to every single one of these right-wing fucks. And they all, like parrots, echo that same message across this whole entire medium. And I said, it goes on Fox News on television. It goes on, like I said, all the internet things, all the podcasts. They all talk about the same thing. Then it'll be on Laura Ingraham and on Hannity later on in the evening. And and then tomorrow they get up and they go, today you're gonna talk about immigrants, The left doesn't have that. The left has a bunch of fucking disjointed voices saying all kinds of shit everywhere. There's no coordinated messaging going on. Now, they'll try to tell you that CNN and MSNBC and that your local ABC News or whatever is some kind of propaganda, but that's not true at all. And we all know that. And if it is, it's not very effective. What they want is you to be obfuscated by the truth. See, that's it. Stewart came right in with what I just said, because that's how predictable they are. It's tired, bro. I told you, explained it to you already. The right-wing machine was built to obfuscate the truth. No, it's the truth. You say that all the time, and Trump says fake news all the fucking time, but it ain't fake. It's real. And they have to acknowledge it. that it's real. That story about him hiding in the fucking deli cart, that shit was real. It wasn't fake news. Trump will tell you it's fake, but it's not fake. It's real. That's everything. That's because they don't want you to know the fucking truth. The truth and the right wing don't get along because the truth proves, like I said, that's why you have to deny reality, because the truth is your policies suck. Oh no, Blue Apollo says he locked his keys in the car at work. Got off early just to wait for a locksmith. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. That really blows. You don't know how to fucking jimmy your car open? So that's what sucks in the new cars. In the old days, when you did that, your car would have the unlock thing would be on the top of the door, and sometimes you could take a coat hanger or something and make a device, and you could, as long as you could grab that thing and pull it up, you could unlock your car. No, it wasn't easy. It's like playing that claw game at the carnival, but if you keep doing it, you can get it open. It's a lot cheaper than fucking calling a locksmith, that's for sure. Trey says leftists aren't textbook anymore. Everyone believes what they want on the left. You got leftist Islamic extremists, leftist LGBT allies, which is a good thing. No, that's what I'm saying to you. What I just said was the right is much more coordinated in their messaging, and you'll see that the people who are right-wing are much more brainwashed to say what they were told to say by that machine. That's why they're obsessed with trans people and all that shit, because they're fucking told to be. Malcolm says Democrats wouldn't know the truth if it hit them like a 2x4. Right, and Trump doesn't lie to you, Mel. Are you fucking kidding me? You think Trump tells you the truth? Blue Paul says, yeah, we have a kid at home for it, but my grandma called me a locksmith. Right? She got AAA. If you got AAA, you might either, it could be free or get a discount. I tell you what, as a person who traveled this stand-up comedy, AAA is worth it. If you don't travel much and all you do is go to work and back, and you're not in your car a lot, then maybe it's not worth it for you. But if you travel, like I traveled all over the fucking place, it's worth it. Because if your car breaks down one time, you have to call a tow truck. It's already paid for itself. One time. Because if you ever call a tow truck, it's fucking expensive. Hundreds of dollars. So a $200 or $300 AAA, even if you don't use it's like car insurance. You pay for it. If you don't use it, you don't use it. But like I said, if you have to use it just one time, it pays for itself, because I said a tow truck is massively expensive. Blue Paul says it's so worth it. I've used it a couple times. So I live in the snow. And that's what I mean. You get stuck in the snow, right? You call AAA. They said tow truck gets you out. Don't cost you nothing. You just sign the paper. Show them your AAA card. Malcolm says the polls aren't in favor of Dems. Y'all were crucified yesterday and today. What are you talking about? It's primary elections. Right there, you said you don't know what the fuck you're talking about because it's primary election yesterday. Republicans versus Republicans. No, as I'm saying, this person is talking out of their ass. Don't come here talking out of your ass, because I know shit, and the people that watch this show know shit. They're not fucking dumb. This isn't your typical. Blue Apollo says, I don't know, Mel. I think the Republicans are in for a rude awakening. Grinding says, Democrats are never win again if they keep defending the electric car, despite Elon Musk. What do you mean by that? No one's talking about that. I haven't even heard anybody talking about electric cars for quite some time. Blue Paul says, to make like Patrick and hide under a rock. Malcolm says, no, you said you got shellacked yesterday, which implies you're talking about some kind of election, not a poll. And that's not even true. Trump's hit Nixonian levels of disapproval. Trump's approval rate is in the 30s. I don't know what you're talking about. The general House poll has Democrats up now, I think, like 5 points, generic poll. What are you talking about? And what do you mean about crucified? What's this poll you're talking about? Because I have yet to see it. Yesterday, I said there were primary elections. Actually, there were Democrat primaries too, but they were primaries. So the Republicans versus Republicans, Democrats versus Democrats for who's going to be the nominee. Yes, Xander. Nixonian levels. Soon, no, I swear to God, he's right around Nixon Watergate approval. If it keeps going this way, he's gonna fucking break that record. He's gonna. But I've said on this show a bunch of fucking times, there's 30% of people in this country who are cultists. They're going down with the ship. That 30%, those are the people, like I said before, that if you go to Germany, you could find an old guy somewhere who lived through all that and saw how terrible it was and saw Hitler destroy Germany. And he'll still say, if you just bring back the Fuhrer, everything would be better. And that's what the Trump people are. It doesn't matter what Donald Trump does. They're going down with the Donald Trump ship. About 30% of these people in this country. And like I said, that's a huge giant population of people in your country. That's 1/3 of the people. Almost 1/3 who are completely fucking off the rails, gone. That's like to the point of, like I said, ignoring and denying all of reality. Blue Ball says, can we add conspiracy theorists to that cult list? Sure. The anti-vaxxers and the people, like I always said before, they can never answer the question, the conspiracy people. For years and years and years, and people were like, 9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job. And I'm like, okay, listen, if I'm not saying that I'm not willing to entertain the idea, okay, but you got to tell me why. Why? What's the end game? What were they trying to accomplish by doing that? You know, and then none of them have an answer. Because there's not a good reason. Same as the COVID. They go, COVID was a plan. It was created in a lab and released on purpose. Like, yes, because somebody somewhere was like, you know what would be a good idea? Let's shut down the entire world. That's like, and the economy. And kill a bunch of people. That's like, for what? That caused a worldwide recession, you know, like for what? Stewart says, why are leftists so racist? These people are white liberals. What are you talking about? What do you mean by that? That's not true at all. There's plenty of fucking black people who are leftists. You never heard of Killer Mike, Stewart? Xander says, keep the fear alive. Yes, but that's what it's all about. Right-wing politics that's all it is. Fear-mongering. Like I said, division, divide people into groups who make them all scared of each other. See, now you just sound like an idiot, Stewart. Now you're one of these people that Blue Power is talking about. Like you're a right-winger like him, but you make him look bad by being so fucking stupid. You're going to say Democrats created COVID to destroy Trump. Never mind the fact that it didn't start here, it came over here. Started in Asia. You're fucking stupid. Or an idiot. No, I mean, I can see why you might think that, but he's been here bunch of times. And he is, first, Jimmy thought he was a bot, but he's not a bot. But he might be a little trollish, but he is a real person. He's a typical brainwashed Fox News watcher. That's what I'm saying. That's like Stewart is here to play the part of the typical brainwashed Jesse Waters viewer. Mike Halal says, what team am I on, Arabs or Jews? I'm not on either team. I'm on team let's stop killing each other. How's that? I scream that all the fucking time on this show. If that makes me a liberal, I'm sorry. Can't we fucking evolve beyond this level of, monkey type shit where we're just killing each other for no fucking reasons? I mean, they have reasons, but they're fucking stupid. Why can't they just have their peace and they have a peace and they fucking everybody go their separate ways and fucking chill out? And that why you have to be on any team? I'm not on any team. I'm not for anyone killing anybody. How's that? Especially us. Like, what are we doing? Like what Trump's doing now. Like when you can't win a war that you actually started, right? But really you're kind of losing that war, and everybody's starting to realize that you're kind of losing that war. What do? You turn on fucking turn on Canada. Distract by going after Canada. But he's also hurting us too. Hold on a minute. Fauci got a pardon. Why? Because Trump's going after everybody. Why would you even ask that fucking question? It's fucking stupid. Everyone got a pardon because they didn't want fucking Trump going after everybody, which they're doing anyways. It doesn't matter. VM says, Stewart, Democrats were the ones who pushed for vaccines while your party didn't care about vulnerable populations and help spread COVID by not going through the minor inconvenience to wear the mask. Blue Pauses wearing masks did nothing, and we all know that, though. No, but it did. I told you that. I told you at my work. Everybody was wearing a mask. No one got sick. No one got sick until they lifted the mask mandate. They said everybody can take their mask off, and COVID went through the store twice. So it did prevent the spread. I mean, it's simple science. The virus was spread by droplets from your nose or your mouth, and if you wear a mask and the other person's wearing a mask, it cuts down those fucking droplets flying through the air quite dramatically. And you don't get sick. Did it suck? Fuck yeah, it sucked. I told you that. They made me wear it when we're in separate aisles. I mean, it was stupid now, and I agree with the right-wing people that said it was stupid. Those arrows that they had, like, you got to go down this side, and then you got to go down this side, and you got and everybody wearing a fucking mask. It sucked. It wasn't cool. How many did I wear? 2 or 3? One good one. That's all you need is one good one. Stewart says Democrats love spreading lies to gain power. You fucking listen to Donald Trump? Stewart spreading lies about vaccines. RFK? Yes, he does. I was just talking about that ellipsis. The shit in Nepal. It was fucking terrible. VM says, Bruce, you're a saint if the current viewers are representative of your usual crowd. Yeah, no. I don't, like I said, I don't live in a bubble. This isn't a show where everybody just fucking cheers on what I say. And I don't want that. I'm also, like I said before, I'm trying to understand these people because to me, they just seem like brainwashed fucking zombies who just spew whatever they're fucking told to say about whatever. Anyways, the Stewart said, masks don't work. We know this. I just told you that it did. It's a scientific, you can call it whatever you want. It's a scientific experiment or whatever. It's real life. When everybody's wearing a mask, no one got sick at the fucking store. I worked in a big grocery store, right? In Las Vegas, Bonds, right? 27 aisles or some shit. Big grocery store. Big one. Nobody got sick. And they said, you can take your mask off. Everybody took their masks off. People started getting sick. So the mask does work. Don't tell me it doesn't. I also went out a bunch of places. And I took it off sometimes. But when I was in big crowds of people, I wore the mask. And you know what? I didn't ever get COVID. I never got sick. Not one time. And I took the one-shot vaccine because I had to. but I didn't take the mRNA one. I took the Johnson Johnson one shot. So I took one shot and I wore a mask, never got the COVID. That's my personal experience. And like I said, from observationally, when they said take it off, the mask, people got sick, even people who've been vaccinated. Nah, nobody died. There were people that died, and the guy that died in the beginning before we had to take the vaccine. So I don't think he was vaccinated, and he got the COVID and he passed away. See, but that's what I'm talking about, Stuart. You sit there and said all that shit, and then you just said you took Trump's vaccine. I was going to tell you that. Trump's the one that made the vaccines. You guys going on and on and on about the vaccines. Like, it was him that... He signed the Operation Warp Speed to make those fucking vaccines. That's how disingenuous shitbags you guys really are. I said, you don't even acknowledge any kind of reality whatsoever. Lipson says it's on us. It was an NSA-funded lab in conjunction with the Chinese state. Your authorized GOF research that Obama banned, hence the 100 plus plead the fifth. No, he pled the fifth 100 times because he didn't want to commit perjury. It was a fishing expedition. It's like they're trying to make him do it. VM says, how are we debating the efficiency of masks when COVID is an airborne disease? Does their party require you to have a couple of CTEs to be one of them? They cannot be serious. Yes, exactly. VM says, so even when Daddy Trump, according to them, made vaccines, they were still the loudest voices against it. Interesting. No, that's what I'm saying. There's no logic in their fucking arguments. None of it. It's just like, we're right, you're wrong. It's like that guy today was trying to tell me that everything was fine. It didn't matter if we're the richest country on earth. And I'm like, really? We're the richest country on earth with a $40 trillion debt? You know, that's not a deficit. That's debt. That's how much money we owe. No, it won't, Stuart. Just like Benghazi, you've been saying, you said that for fucking 15 years. What'd you get out of that? Nothing. And then what are you going to get out of this? Nothing. Because that's all you got is nothing. You know how many investigations Republicans have had in my lifetime? You know how many actual things that they fucking discovered? They brought 100 fucking investigations about Benghazi and all the white water and all this other bullshit. Then what'd they ever get out of it? Nothing. Y'all keep falling for it over and over. Either there's nothing to it, or these guys are the worst investigators in the history of the fucking world. That's like, because nothing ever comes of anything that you guys do. Because it's always just an attack job, a hit job on somebody. Blue Power says, I was arguing with my mom on the phone about J.D. Vance today. She's a total plan. Trust her. And kept calling me a Democrat. What do you mean? Oh, you mean she's total plan, trust her. No, that's what you said before. She's like, yeah, she's one of those people. Trump's playing 4D chess, and his game is so complex that no one could see it but him. That's what I mean about these people. They're fucking gone. Their brains are fried. Listen, like same as the people I would tell you about that think that Sharia law is coming tomorrow. It's like, take over. I had to tell the guys, please stop sending me. See, I told you kept sending me these videos of people bitching at trucks and. Like, this is proof that it's happening. Look, listen to this guy sitting in his Jeep. You're like, dude, you're fucking gone. Your brain is fried. Like, turn off the internet. Turn off the TV. Oh, you don't have to stay, bud. Stewart says, Democrats. Those idiots are the biggest frauds. They claim to be women to collect a check. What the fuck are you even talking about? See, this is what I mean. JD Advance says, Arabic numerals alert Fox News. Bud Russell says I'm a joke. Well, I'm a comedian. I'm sorry. I'm just off right now. VM says, I'm just tired of conservatives. Trump literally posted a tweet saying 2028 Trump. And these jackoffs said, calm down. He's joking. But would have a nuclear meltdown if Obama posted Obama 2028. No, but that's what I'm saying to you is they're disingenuous shitbags, all of them. There's no logic or reason to anything that they do or say. And most of the things that they do or say are made up bullshit. Like when that chick was saying the other day, man, Linda McMahon said with Trump that high schools were secretly transitioning boys into girls without the parents' knowledge. You're like, really? Did this happen? Where are these people? You think if there's all these people, right, whose kids were secretly transitioned in high schools, that you would produce these people and they would say, yes, this happened to us and it's terrible, but those people don't exist. You ever notice that? Because they don't exist. It's bullshit. We've already been over this 100,000 times on this show. You can't have a sex change till you go through puberty. Well, but you keep hanging around. I appreciate it. If you just don't, speaking of that, if you just stumbled upon this show today, you never seen me before, please like the channel, subscribe to the show. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States, live. And you can talk to me, as you can see, Bud, insult me, it's fine. Stewart says, Trump will be our president till January 2029, you got trolled. But why do you think that's funny? For an 80-year-old man who acts like a 12-year-old. Did you see the thing he posted today? Said, mission accomplished. Don't you think you ought to learn your fucking lesson about that? He ain't accomplished no mission. This war ain't over. Talking about mission accomplished. Well, mission accomplished when the Strait of Hormuz is open. The gas is not $5 a fucking gallon. Blue Power says, the Republicans are beautiful losers. They're all talk, but don't use their power correctly. Democrats going to come in with a vengeance. Yeah? But do you think that? I don't know. And again, like, what can they do? They might win the majority, but it's not going to be like a foolproof majority. Stewart, will he crap his diaper? No, there'll be a bottle of ketchup on the wall. I guarantee you that. You realize this, that there hasn't been an army chief of staff now for almost 6 months. In the middle of a fucking war. You know that Pete Hegseth fired half the generals. He said there's usually about 12 four-star generals in the army, and now there's only 6 because he fired them. He fired anybody that wouldn't bow down to Trump. Or anybody that told him that going to Iran was fucking stupid. Which I'm sure was more. JD says, Bud Russell more educated than Megas for sure. Ron says, any young ladies in the chat between 18 and 21, message me if you want a sugar daddy. Okay, Bud Russell. Please explain. What do you want to talk about? Besides how much I suck. But yeah, you keep staying here for some reason. I suck magnetically, apparently, because you can't take your eyes away. It's like, Ellipsis says, the only way that the GOP could win is releasing the Epstein files, pulling all support from Israel, withdraw from the ME, leave NATO, and cut off funding to Ukraine. None of that is going to happen. I don't think even if they did that. I haven't mentioned. Oh, you see, it doesn't take long. What did I tell you earlier? They're all parents that say what they're told to say. It didn't take him long to pull out the TDS. They all say that. You got Trump derangement syndrome. Look, Stewart's like, hey, Bud Russell. You want to hang out with me and jerk off the pictures of Trump? There's something wrong with you people. I love how you guys have that masculine thing. You think it's masculine to fucking. What are you talking about? What the fuck you think I did, Bud Russell? You don't know shit about me. You're making a lot of fucking assumptions here. He says, funny how I worked for 47 years. You people are lazy, pathetic people. I had 5 fucking jobs. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, Blue Ball, it's true. So it's like, hey, we're going to go jerk off the pictures of Donald Trump. Wait, if we get another dude, we can all do that jerk off dance that he does, like, but for real. We get enough dicks. Jay Ellipsis says, my team versus your team, rah, rah, rah. Brainwash idiot. Don't join a party and think for your fucking self. Yes, I think I said before, I'm not a member of the Democratic Party. And fucking Hakeem Jeffries could go fuck himself meeting with Jared Kushner. I don't know why he thinks that that's a fucking good idea. It's the same as I was talking about, like, what? I don't think that them hanging out with Hassad Piker is a good idea, personally. VMV says, VM says, 47 years of workforce, no critical thinking, being brainwashed by Trump. Yikes, buddy. Them social welfare programs are precisely for you. No, Bud Russell, I'm not lying. I had 5 jobs in Las Vegas. I had 4 security jobs and I was a stagehand. Stuart says, I'm an idiot. Really? After all the shit that you've said, you gonna call me an idiot? Okay. And see, that's the thing that's what another right wing thing that they do. Helmut says stripper doesn't count as a job. Yes, I did, Bud Russell. I worked at every major arena in Las Vegas. No, that's what I said, JD Advance. He's been on here telling me I suck now for half an hour. No, I was like, I magnetically suck. I suck, but I still got some kind of charisma going on because he can't turn it off. Or maybe he was just waiting to meet someone like Stewart that he could jack off the pictures of Trump with. Blue Paul says, your chat is hilarious today. I've never seen this many Kool-Aid men before. No, that's what I'm saying. Well, good. At least you're laughing one way or the other, bud. That's kind of the point of being a comedian. Are you not entertained? JD advances, maybe Bud Russell was a fan. I don't, like, again, I'm just on here. You can watch or not. I ain't got nothing better to do right now. Stuart says we like to put dem femme boys like Bruce in his place. You think that? You really think that? That's another thing I think is hilarious. You guys think you're so fucking tough. And that we're all fucking cringy pussies. You guys are the ones who are terrified of every fucking thing. You're terrified of immigrants. You're terrified of trans people. You're terrified of fucking Islam. You're terrified of... If you get up and look at the typical guy's right-wing feed, you think that he's cowering under his fucking covers. He's scared to go outside his fucking house because he's afraid of every goddamn thing. It's like... And then you go, you guys are a bunch of pussies. It's hilarious. Just how not alpha male you really are. It's like... Ellipsis says Tim Curry died. Dolly yesterday. We're losing the legends. Yes, I talked about that at the beginning. Dolly Parton. She really is a person that, like, the world is not as good of a place as it was yesterday by the loss of one person. Stuart said you started the insults. Bring it. VM says first Vincent Pastore. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. The guy from Sopranos. So there was 3. That's good because I thought there was another one coming. I mean, it's not good, but I'm saying I forgot about the Soprano guy. So that makes 3. It always comes in threes. He says, first Vincent Pasteur, Dolly, then Curry. Someone else born in 46, I sure wouldn't mind croaking. Yeah, exactly. Helmut says, pussies are tough. They gave birth to all people. Yes, I agree with that. What do you want to call them? Sissies? Pussy's just like what they called it when I was growing up, like the 70s slang. I show my age sometimes. Blue Paw says, gropers don't condone violence. We infiltrate politically the right way. Yes, exactly. Like Japan. I've been reading a lot of history about Japan. It's like, dude, in Japan, you couldn't trust nobody. For 400 years, they were fucking each other over and stabbing each other in the back and switching sides. The fucking 3 wars in 400 years, and one of those wars lasted almost 100 years. Civil wars. It's fascinating. And then when they weren't doing that, they're fucking sitting around painting and doing poetry and shit. No shit. It's insane. Yes, Stuart, those vaginas can take a pounding. They're tough. Yes. I said that before. Blue Paw says, I remember you saying that like a month ago. It's a crazy history. Yeah, but I've already read I read 3 books. Daniele gave me 2 more. I haven't read them yet, but I'm reading a lot of books about Japanese history. Soon I will be fully versed, and then I can move on. Like I said that before. Once I feel like I've learned enough about Japanese history, I'll move to Chinese history, I think. And I already kind of know the Mongol history, but that's they went into China. But I don't know the China's history. Helmut says, how do you read comic books, dude? Come on. What do you mean, how do I read comic books, dude? Come on. Some comic books are heavy. You ever read The Watchmen? It's heavy, dude. It's just as heavy as any work of literature. Or V for Vendetta. Anything that's written by the guy with the beard. I can't remember his goddamn name. JD says it's the Islamic Republic of Japan now. That's what Trump says. BM says, I'd like to imagine Stuart as another stand-up comedian who's an expert troll. Otherwise, to hell with respecting your elders. Yeah. No, he's always called me old. Even though he's only like 1 or 2 years younger than me. What'd you say? You were 52? Helmut says, why do you never play Uno with Mexicans? They keep all the green cards. Yes, Ellipsis, the ghost of Shishiba. Yes, Daniele has a whole, well, he didn't do a whole history on fire on it, but he did like a mini episode where he talks about it and the historical references to feudal Japan. Yeah, Stuart, you are probably older than VM. I don't know how old VM is. He's new here. Or she. If VM bro, I would imagine it's a guy. Now, you want to get on the trans thing again, Stuart? You can pounce your obsession with trans people. JD says, why did the Mexican take Xanax? Because of Hispanic attacks. That's actually quite clever. Yakmo, here they come again. Yakmac says, this guy's a pedophile. It's funny that no one's called me a Jew for quite a while now. I think that we've gotten past that. Maybe. It's like in 49 minutes, nobody's going to be a Jew. You call me a pedophile. Yeah, I have a good time, Jarhead. I told you that before. I enjoy doing this. Sorry. I enjoy life. Sorry. I laugh even when it's horrible. Because that's all you can do. No, I mean, that's not true. I mean, when I'm talking about when I'm doing this, sometimes I laugh and I'm like, I'm talking about things that I probably shouldn't laugh, but I don't know. I have a good time doing this, like I say. I enjoy myself. Stuart says 22 fully developed brain in 3 years. What does that even mean? Blue Paula, are you a grammar? BM says, Stuart, I'd rather have a non-developed brain if you with your age of wisdom spew the bullshit that you do on the daily. What's up, McLaren? Thanks for tuning in again. I think you've been here before. No, that's what I said, VM. They say what they're told to say. The machine that they've built is quite effective. It works. McLaren says, I don't recognize you with your clothes on. JD, you know, I haven't quite figured out if he truly believes all this stuff or if he's just fucking around. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes he says shit that you're like, there's no way he's really could be this fucking stupid. Like earlier when he said, Democrats made the COVID to take down Trump. You're like, are you fucking kidding me? Google says, are you Opie's friend? Did Anthony Camilla roast you the other day? No. I never met Opie or Andy. Helmut says, Jeffrey Epstein's disabled brother. Who, me? That's like... McLaren says, I hate him, but he's phenomenal at communicating. Who's that? Opie or Anthony Camilla? I never really listened to those guys. Like I said, it's if it's such a hoax, Stuart, again, why did people go to prison? If it's such a hoax, why did they work so hard to bury it? VM says, Stuart's trying to make a clever comment by stating the scientific fact that human brains are fully developed by 25. It's the last time you ever hear him backing science. Exactly. Dude, Stuart says, who worships Donald Trump, says the Democrats want power and to commit crimes. Well, Trump, all he wants is more power, and he commits crimes every day. I said the disingenuous shitbaggery that you guys come with is hilarious. JD says they're making the frogs gay. Alex Jones, Stewart's role model, right? Blue Paw says, I hope the Democrats destroy the GOP. I can't even call myself right-wing if this is what I got. See, I told you it wouldn't take long for Stewart to get around to trans people. Because like I said, like a good little fucking clone, he does what they tell him to do. He says what they tell him to say. He thinks what they tell him to think. I don't even not like him for it. He comes here all the time. And I said before, it's like, it's a show. I go at him, but I'd like said, if we were together somewhere or ran into each other, I'd have to sit down and have a beer with him like I would any fucking person. But Blue Paula says, I hope the Democrats destroy the GOP. I can't even call myself right-wing if this is what I got. I can't be associated with any of it. Right? Like, listen, a party that would vote for someone to be in the U.S. Senate who by their own admission doesn't know shit about anything just because Donald Trump told you to do it. And you got to ask yourself, why does Donald Trump want someone in the U.S. Senate who doesn't know anything about anything? And why do you want that? I can too, Stuart. You can in any city. There's crime and mental illness in any city. Anywhere you go. In the entire world. Let me break it to you. Everywhere you go. That's like... It's part of the human condition. JD says, maybe it's you. It's like... No, but I'm saying, Why do you want to live it? Your country doesn't work if you're electing unserious people to high office. The country is vapid and vacant of thought. Blue Paul says, Bruce is a moderate. He's not a Democrat as far as I'm concerned, and I'm the polar opposite. And that's how he thinks. He can't think any other way. He can't think of me as anybody, but I got to be a Democrat, and I have to be. Blue Paul says, you can't trick him with the bullshit like you can't the far left, right? Because, like I said, I told you, they're fucking ridiculous too, a lot of them. Like Piker. Like I said, Piker has said some ridiculous shit. I mean, ridiculous. Now, he could get out in front of it. He could say, hey, man, this is the beginning of my career, and I was trying to get clicks and likes and views and build up my following. So sometimes I said outrageous things, but he hasn't done that. If anything, he's doubled down and been like, I meant everything I said. Now you get people defending him, And like, I'm not here to attack him. What I'm saying is having him around, having said that ridiculous shit and having all that ridiculous shit being on tape is not helpful to anyone. Especially outside. Because he's a Muslim going against him. He's got other things going against him. He should probably not bring him into the situation. And if Piker wants to become a serious, into politics and become a real commentator or whatever, then that's fine. But he should stop doing the internet crazy thing and saying ridiculous shit. Because when you say ridiculous shit, it's always just going to come back to you, or they're going to use it as weapon against you. Blue Paul says, I would be in full support of removing him from the country. I'm not a bigot, bro. I'm not saying that. I'm actually on his side. What I'm telling you is when you say all that ridiculous shit and it's on tape, they're going to use it against you. And if you don't know that, you probably shouldn't be in politics. No, that's right, Blue Paul. Every now and then the Democrats do that. They get together and they go, this is what we're going to do. But if you notice, it's mostly the establishment Democrat. Yes, I know, Sean. Trump's approval is at 30%, and I'm glad. This is not a pro-Trump show. But I won't not also criticize the left if I think they deserve to be criticized. And I think that, like I said, bringing him into the situation, I don't even have anything against him. I just think that bringing him into the situation is not helpful right now. Sean says, fuck off. What is that supposed to mean? I'm just trying to explain my position. You just came in here. And maybe I don't want you to get this confused about what I'm really about. Blue Paul says, let's go Irish spelling. Hindu Geek says, what's your opinion on Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un? Trump says he's very respectful. As he's shooting missiles over Japan. Very respectful. As he murders American kids who take a poster off the wall, He's very respectful. No, I think Sean came in here and in the middle when I was saying something about Hassan Piker and took it the wrong way. And said, I'm not even attacking him. I'm just saying you can be a podcaster who says outrageous shit, or you can be in serious politics, but you can't be both because they're going to use that shit against you. And use it to smear anybody that you're around. They go, oh, look, he said this, and that means that this guy believes that too. Now, whether he does or doesn't matter. You know as well as I do that once a lie is out there, most people believe that lie. It takes a lot more work to undo the lie. That's what Trump has learned. Just flood the zone with lies. It takes so many. Blue Apollo says, can Hindus even look smacks? I guess anybody can look smacks Blue Apollo if they have a hammer. You hit yourself in the face with a hammer. Take these steroids. It's like, there was a video of your man Blue Apollo, your man clavicular was like hitting on all these girls and they were all blowing him off. It was fucking hilarious. Dr. Dynamite says conservatives are morons. Polytheists are more logical than monotheists, right? And atheists is fucking most logical of all. I'd say you're more open-minded if you're a polytheist. No, it's the dude. It's the dude's rug, bro. You never knew that, Stuart? It's the dude from the Big Lebowski on a rug. Will pauses. Melanin brings down your scale down a point or two unless you ultra ascend. Ascend to what? Ultimate douchebaggery. We're not satisfied being a douche. We want to be the ultimate douche. That's like... Well, hit yourself in the head with a hammer and stay in the closet. Don't get any sunlight. You need to be ultra pale. And they said, hit yourself in the face with this hammer about 6 times to smash out your cheekbones, you know. There's something wrong with you guys. You know what's funny is when older people say stuff like that, right? Which is true. Yeah, you're like, there's something wrong with you guys. Whereas when people my age, like when they were your age, they were like huffing gas out of spray paint in a paper bag, you know, and then they're telling you that back in my day, it's like, well, Breed, nigga said, you don't have to stay. Hindu says, Kim Jong-un is the reason Netflix is surviving. Really? Why is that? Please explain this nefarious connection between Netflix and Kim Jong-un. If anything, they even use the South Korean shows. Squid Game's more real why Netflix is surviving. Squid Game was like Lost, wasn't it? Like it started off so good. And then as it went on, it kind of like, what's going on here? They lost the script, and then it feels like they were just fumbling around. You know, like I don't think they expected it to be such a big hit. They had to follow it up. Because like I said, it got progressively worse as it went along, I think, personally. And the first season is fucking amazing. The first time you watch Squid Game, you're like, what the fuck is going on? And you gotta admit, it's beautifully shot. You know, the sets are fucking cool. And just the subject matter is. Blue Pauses, Midnight Diner is a good Japanese drama. My grandparents love it. I love the old Japanese samurai movies, like Lone Wolf and Cub. And you ever seen 13 Samurai? It's fucking awesome. It's a great movie. Is that the number? I can't remember. It's at 13. It's like I said, Japanese movies. But I never got into like the Japanese movies like Human Centipede and shit like that. Like, you know, they have a lot of just gore movies. You know, the Japanese like the gore. This Not My Names. My favorite Japanese movie is Sonatine. I haven't seen it. I'll check it. I'll look into it. What's it about? Listen. Blue Pal says, I watch anime mainly. Don't watch too much live action at all. Really? Why not? I love movies, man. I grew up at the movies. I've been, like I said, I was lucky. My parents, they didn't censor me or anything. I saw Jaws in the movie theater at the time. You know what I mean? I saw all those movies. Hindu says, on a serious note, what's up with the recent U.S. NASA scientist disappearing? You know what? I don't know. I don't know. NASA's like doesn't do much anymore either. Anyway, do they? Like they've kind of privatized that all out. It's either fucking blue. This Is Not My Name says it's about the Yakuza. Oh well, fuck yeah, I'm into that. You ever see Black Rain? It's not a Japanese movie, but it's got Michael Douglas. He's like a cop who this Yakuza guy kills his partner, so he goes over to Japan to find this guy, and he delves into the Japanese underworld. Guy cuts off his own finger as a show of loyalty to his boss. Like, these motherfuckers are serious. They're not playing around. It's like, Japanese culture is fascinating. Like I said, I've been reading all these books about Japanese history. It's amazing. And like I said, it's amazing the dichotomy of it, because I said they have all this artistic shit, philosophy and poetry and painting and on one side, and then on the other side, it's just totally brutal. They just fucking killing each other for hundreds of years. Hindu says, look it up, dude. No, I've heard about it. It's not like I looked like real hard into it, but I have seen it peripherally around the story. That some NASA scientists turned up dead, yes. Blue Power says Tokyo Revengers is a good anime about Yakuza fight gangs, right? This happened, I don't know, it was a few months ago, Blue Paulo. It's one of those things like, you know how they say, you know, Hillary Clinton's killed 175 people. Because if anyone she ever knew died anywhere at any time, they're like, it was her. It's like, This Is Not My Name, 6404. My favorite anime is Serial Experiments. As you could probably tell from my PFP. See, I don't know what it is. Mike says, what do you think we need to do about the black problem? What's the problem? That you're a racist? What did what the black problem? What did they let rap music start sucking? Yeah, I mean, I don't like that. It's like, you need to get back to making good, better fucking rap music. This mumble shit is not working for me. It's like, Hindu says Amy Eskridge, her last video is on YouTube. My favorite has been Berserk and Vinland Saga. See, now you're getting into shit I don't know about. Mike says, no, when I say that, I'm talking about like reparations and crime, all the other problems in those communities. What do you mean? See, now Stewart's back to the Benghazi. Was she, Stewart? Were you able to pin that on her? Did anything come of those investigations? You had 15 investigations, Stewart, to prove that she was responsible for 7 people's deaths in Benghazi. Did you prove it? She testified herself for 4 hours. You didn't ever prove shit about nothing. It's hilarious. And now I don't know, Mike. I said it's a systematic problem, don't you think? It's too many layers to it to just solve it overnight. Hindu said, or Blue Paw says, I have 42 volume Berserk collection, waiting on volume 43 from the bookstore. Right? Wow. Sci-fi. Mike, no, Iran-Contra happened before Bill Clinton. That was Ronald Reagan. It was Oliver North actually sold them missiles to Iran. But now he's on Fox News saying Iran should never have missiles, even though he personally sold them to him. Another example of right-wing disingenuous shitbaggery. You know, like they don't really have any principles other than whatever they got to do to accomplish their agenda at that time. They don't have no morals or ethics about anything that they do, and they can switch their positions at any time. Mike says, why do they say Blu-ray won over HD DVD? Because of adult video? Mike says, I've never even seen any adult movies at the store on Blu-ray. They're all DVD. Right, because internet started going on or the porn started going on to the internet. It didn't evolve from DVD to Blu-ray. It evolved from DVD onto the internet. And once they got the internet, they didn't need the Blu-rays. Blu-ray didn't even last that long, you know, because it's the same thing. Watching movies and things went to streaming. Now you didn't need a device anymore to watch a movie. You could just stream it. Once Netflix and those companies started, Blue Apollo says, I tried to tell my mom that they hate us because we meddle. She was trying to steal bombing schools. Right. That doesn't help. What does that mean, Stuart? Reagan, his daddy, wasn't on TV. He was talking about Iran-Contra. He should say that Clinton was involved in it, but that happened before. Mike says, if I'm going to watch one of those adult movies, I want to see it in the highest definition I can, right? Well, who the fuck does it? Hindu says Blu-rays are still active. I'm sure they are in countries where everyone doesn't have the internet. If you don't have the internet, you still need a VCR. Watch a movie the old-fashioned way. But most people have fucking internet now, or they got phones, and they can stream movies. Mike says it's stupid Blu-ray and 4K Blu-ray. Most people just stream, though. They still make Blu-ray, and now they have 4K Blu-ray. Look up Gary Webb Dark Alliance. Blue Pots is my PlayStation has a Blu-ray player in it. That was a big selling point. Yes. I'm aware. It wasn't just like a DVD player. It was a Blu-ray player. Yes, Mike. Reagan, Bush, and North allowed the CIA to run drugs. Yes, while they sold missiles to Iran and used that money to fund their secret proxy armies that they had in Central America, which is why they're going to come all the way back around, which is why you had an immigrant problem coming up from Central America, because we destabilized all their countries. But see, right-wing people and Republicans don't want to hear that, because we pop their little fantasy that, you know, like they like to believe that these people are just coming from nowhere. That's like no reason. It's not my name. Says I might watch BOC Maxima. It's an adult movie, and the end was sampled by Boards of Canada, or at the very least, the lyrics were a parody of it. What is it? An adult musical? Mike says Danilo Brandon, Contra using drug money. They destroyed Gary Webb. He's 100% right. You talking about that? That's that reporter that the CIA murdered. Is that what you're talking about? Was that his name? I think that was his name. CIA murdered him. See, Mike's getting digging down into the hole, to the real, all the way at the bottom of the conspiracy barrel now. Talking about JFK. This Blue Boss is having a group chat. Got added to it by a female. I'm pretty sure she's an Israeli honeypot. Do I indulge Bruce? I could become rich. If you like her. I personally, I told you this before. You need to take any advantage that you can to meet women. I think that although if she's Israeli, you might clash on your views of. Maybe you could be like the James Carville, Mary Madeline of the Israeli. It's like, she's for Israel and I am not. It's like I think that you could have a relationship with people that I mean, it all depends how fucking blue passes is not that bad for me. I do a lot of avoiding, not gonna lie. Right. Well, I think, like I said, there's all kinds of things about that. Six six bus says, did Noah have an outboard motor on the ark? Makes as much sense as the fucking story. I mean, shit, it's a fantasy story. Go ahead and go wild. This is not my name. Since I've been talking to random conspiracy theorists, Jewish, Zionists, etc., and trying to introduce them to the cybernetic culture research unit. Blue Paw says Asians and blondes have my heart. Yeah, you know what? I've always had a thing for Asians, man. Never ever dated one. When I first got to college, I was pretty shy because of women, and but there was a girl from Japan, and she was so beautiful, and I was like, "You want to go out and shit?" And she was like, "You want to go out?" And and she was like, "Yes, yes." But of course, I learned later, like she wasn't going to say no because Japanese are polite. She couldn't even hardly speak English. And we went out with her, and I took her to R&B's. I'll never forget it. And we sat there, and then I was trying to talk to her, and I realized that she didn't speak English at all. Like she didn't know what the fuck I was saying. I still should have pursued her because I said, it would save me a lot of trouble and then hanging up or ending up with the fucking bitch I did meet. Blue Paw says, because she speak English. No, she did not. That's what I'm saying. We were sitting down, we sat down, started eating, and I started talking to her, and I could just tell that she didn't know what the fuck I was saying, and she couldn't say hardly anything. She just nodded politely, and sounds like Hindu says Mike is probably a Fed bot trying to collect info from pirates. Why are you that into fucking pirating DVDs and shit? Six Buzz says, what's yellow and lives off of a dead beetle? Yoko Ono. Yeah, no, the older I get, the more I'm like, my friend is married to a Filipino woman. I haven't, I never really asked him like exactly how he found this Filipino woman. I mean, I don't want to. It seems like insulting to ask, but he's married to her, and but I mean, I get the feeling it was some kind of internet thing, or she lived in the Philippines, and then he went to the Philippines and met her family and shit before. Then they got married and he brought her back here, but a lot of people I think are like, I think that I should just fucking. This nomination says I should put Wonix on my PC to pirate stuff. See that Mike's gonna put you on the list. Blue Paw says I want to have white children, but it's very enticing seeing a beautiful minority. But see, why do you got to think like that? Why can't you just be like, if I happen to meet someone, no matter what they are, black, white, Asian, Mexican, it doesn't matter. If you click with somebody, you click with them. It shouldn't be like I'm looking for a specific, specific candidate. Mike says, I would love my children no matter what race they were. No shit. That's my point. But that's what I mean is we have to get past this way of thinking. We have to get past, like I said, why do you even have to bring that up? And I'm not saying that to be shitty. I don't understand why. I think it's part of, like I said, the toxic soup of the internet and propaganda that you've all grown up with all your lives. It puts all these things into your head. But the truth is, like I said, yes, Mike, you are correct. I would agree 100%. He's like, sex is so much better with someone you care about. And I agree 100%. Changes the whole experience. This is not my name. Says, I only use System D distros as a compromise for certain things. I don't even know what that means. You have to talk to my sister. She's the computer wizard. You guys are lucky I figured out how to purchase all this stuff and put it together. Who boss? I would love my children no matter what, too. Right, exactly. But my point being, you should just keep an open mind and you meet people. Could be anybody. You don't know. You never know when that connection clicks. You know what I mean? You don't know. Blue Paul says I abstain because I do have a goal that I don't want to break. Well, that's good too. Want to have an old-fashioned thing where you date a girl and you're like, I don't want to. Even if you're like Tim Tebow or whatever, you're like, I don't want to have sex until we get married. Like, that's up to you. It's not bad. It's not not a noble thing. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying you got to become a slut and go out there and start fucking anybody. Like, that's not what I mean. I just mean, like, you shouldn't be like, it needs to be a white person or it needs to be, like you should just keep your mind open and when you meet people. You'll be surprised if, who you're attracted to. Might not be who you thought. Mike says it's fine to abstain. Just got to do what you feel is best for you. No, that's what I'm saying. And I always say, this is not a show where you should come here expecting me to tell you what to do. Because I'm not going to. This is a show that it's supposed, or I would like it to be, that encourages people to think for themselves. All I say is don't get taken by bullshit. Like make sure you look into shit. If you come at me with some ridiculous bullshit that is easily disproven, I'm going to tell you this bullshit. That doesn't mean I'm trying to tell you I think. You can have your own opinions. You can have your own thoughts. Mike says, Bruce, can you share your thoughts on bidet attachments? I definitely think there's a level of water pressure that is too much. Blue Paul says, this was a great show today. Your chatters were hilarious. Have a great day. Yeah, go home. Yeah, no, it's already an hour and 23. I always said before, this was a fun game. A fun game. This was a fun episode. And you're right. The shatters were good today. But I'm going to go too, because like I said before, I used to only do an hour, but sometimes we're having fun and it goes over and I don't really have nothing to do now that I'm here alone in the house. Really not much to do. I'm going to go read my book. But anyway, if you just stumbled upon this show today, please like the channel, subscribe to the show. I'm here 3 times a week. Now it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. You want to send me a private message? It's Bruce Leonard Leans Left at outlook.com. I never ask people for money. You can watch the show for free. But if you want to sponsor the show, you can. And if you want to give me money, I'll take it. Let's have a Patreon. Let's go. Bruce Leonard Comedy. My stand-up comedy album, Cancel Culture, is available on the home page of the YouTube page to listen to absolutely free. Like I said, I said before, like everything's free. If you want to help me out, that's cool. If you don't. I'll still be here. And remember, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. If you're watching on TikTok, I tried to explain this before. For some reason, TikTok comments don't come through. So if you're watching on TikTok and you're commenting, I can't see you. So you have to go to either Twitch or YouTube and find me there, and then you can comment and join the show. Once again, I appreciate every single person that watches this show. This is not my name. Says I use System D distros for compatibility and for things that don't have a non-System D variant. I'm planning on getting GNU Guix heard, so I don't need to deal with the issues of Linux. See what I mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, it might as well be Chinese. To me, I can't. Like I said, you're lucky I figured out how to buy this stuff and plug it in. They're not doing too bad for an old man, but Mike says, there's nothing wrong with using Microsoft Windows if it does what you need to do. Right, exactly. That's all I do. Hindu says, you play a hacker who writes code for hacking into different hosts. Right? If only I knew how. I wish I did. I'd cause some fucking trouble. You don't want someone like me with that kind of knowledge. Because I would be someone who's fucking with people. It's like, I don't trust myself with that kind of knowledge. Anyway, again, please like the channel, subscribe to the show. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. Please enjoy yourselves. Go out. I don't care where you're at in the world, but please be safe. And again, my thoughts go out to those people in Nepal, in China. That's terrible. And I'll be back on Friday. It's 6 o'clock. Thank you guys for hanging out. Please be safe and take care of yourselves. If you love someone, tell them. I love you guys. Good night.
Hey, everybody.
If there was something new to see, I guarantee I'd be the first to be standing there bathed in that light. Until that day I'll keep my eyes shut tight. I do not want to pick a fight. I feel more at night with another